Hey Internet, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of the Jongravesshow. Divine Gate this week was a bit of a chore to get through because of the simple fact of I really don't know what the main focus of this episode was, because this seems to be a Akane episode, but at the same time it's sort of focused around some things which that probably needed a little bit more than one episode to fucking shovel its way in, rather than just throw things at the wall and just sort of see what fucking stuck. Because this entire episode was centered around the idea that our main characters, that they need to do this special training so that they can get stronger and that they can find the Divine Gate with their own power or some shit like that, because that's what Arthur was sort of hoping that they would do, because every choice has a consequence, and he wanted to see which one that they were going to do, based upon something that I have no idea what in the fuck he was talking about, or pretty much what consequences led to what, or if they did one thing, would could they base it on a scale or a meter to find the Divine Gate. Honestly, I have no idea, or the Holy Gate, or whatever the fuck they want to call it this episode. But either way, getting off of the training and the weird ass reason as to having them find random shit, it sort of leads us into three brand new main characters: Genji, Yukari, and Hikari. Genji, I believe his elements are supposed to be lightning, and we do get brief summaries upon all of these characters. Yukari is light, and fucking Hikari is darkness, I guess. But with how this shit started off in the beginning, because you wouldn't put quotes like the Dark Child or some shit like that like in the beginning if you didn't have a means of having that relate or reflect like in the episode. And for the most part, it seems as though as that they were talking about Hikari, but Genji, Yukari, and Hikari, they really don't even get like any breakout things about them in this episode, aside from the fact that one likes to smile, one likes to sleep, and the other one just doesn't care about anything. That's just about it. And that is the crux of their characters for now. And midway through the episode, we sort of get kind of a plot as to where this episode is going, to where that Akane has a flashback in which I believe that they ripped from the first time we got a description of his character. I believe that they stole that shit and put it like in the middle of this episode again, just in case if you forgot about his backstory as to why he's trying to find the Divine Gate or whatever. It sort of led to, now there's this girl with fucking like really fucking green eyes who really wants his necklace because it's precious to him, you know. And of course he says he can't give it to her because it's something in which that, you know, his father gave to him. And then that's when Midori and Alto come over. Then she runs into these crazy people in black. Then afterwards, as they're back to the main bus terminal, they run into these animal people again, and which kind of led to the choice thing earlier. It sort of kind of got crazy because they all just ran away until Akane saw the one girl with the green eyes again. I don't even think she had a name. And she fucking like just said, "Hey, you gotta die because you came into our territory. A bunch of people in which that we knew nothing about, that they just sort of came the fuck out of left field, and they didn't even seem to be a problem in this area." So it's really crazy as to how as to why they had to fight or some shit like that, or that they just never told the main characters about it, and they just sort of just saying, "Hey, we'll just see what happens." But either way, Akane does end up fighting her. He's forced to tell her about how he feels and all this shit, and that how he wants to help her. But then she says, "No, you can't help me." Then that's when she tries to kill him, and then the round table kills all of the animal people, because apparently the animal people were supposed to be spliced with animal DNA so that they could get closer to the Divine Gate or Holy Gate, whichever one. And it goes right over my head because they killed off this character to say that Akane doesn't have enough power to save her, even though this is his first day meeting her, which that he only had a brief conversation with her, and then when she died, he shed tears of sadness. Like, I don't get this fucking episode. I don't get the fucking meaning behind it, and I really do want to know. I'm not gonna yell. I'm not gonna rant. I'm just gonna just pretty much present this shit to you in the order in which that I fucking received it. And the way how that I presented it to you, I know that it is confusing as fuck, and I'm like, listen, this show really, really, really better not be 12 episodes, because if it is, this is how you can kill a pretty okay idea by rushing the fuck out of it, by saying, listen, I'm not going to cover none of my bases. I'm just going to make shit come out of nowhere and then profit. Like, that's not how this shit works. But until then, that is what I got to say about that. Please tell me what you think about this down there in the comment section. Catch you guys on the next John Graves show. Please keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I'm out.